This film beckons with a VO of a sode in Ching Thgt has been closed to traffic Phi, a small child. AIS shown in a CAs he was looking out the window while removing his car's mirror. He notices the food of the people sitting in the restaurant flying in the air. He gets a range feeling. He notices the people have gathered on the toad getting off from their cas. They were looking up at the SLIY pulling and everything down, even the building, and the people wex terrified when they sua the monstesk bakori the go monsties was eating everything in the city. The people were sunning far from the place while naticking this. The monster was gradually moving inside the city NENR people. It was agenting various monsters from its own body, which were raking hovo con the enviro nuet imant. The ansters were also eating the humans as well. The scene t cutes and a boy is chown. It is discovered he is the boy we saw at the start of the movie. Phi that boy escaped from the Dragrons attach that day he was leaving in the underground AT with the surveyors of the monster attack. These susvivors have made this underground city for their protection. It is discovered 20 years have passed since the incident. The people are still fighting with the dragon named Karakan. We now cannot thanks to a news report. Humans are preparing a massive weapon. They want to end Kraken with its attack. Phi was seeing the news but wasn't interested in this news because he was smuggler. He steals items from the above grand city and transports them to the underground city. He has a partainer in this jab. His name was Sasa. Phi steals things and comes inside the hotel to a man he was of gangster, and Phi sells his smuggled things to his daughter's tear was ruined. They were abo to burn Phi's taste to take reving but Phi cleverly throws the monster creature from his poctiate on them. They are scared and Phi flees after a few seconds. They tiskavith creature is fake. They rin otter Phi to hold him. Phi grows to the root and the G fangsters were chasing him. He jumps down the roof to escape. The gangesters get shocked secking that Phi is still alive. Actually his partner says has saved him. They alley from there while macring funner angsters. They notice the SFILL chasing them and they have no their way on the sewer face of the east. The surtace where the giant monster Kraken and the small monsters appeared from its bedi were dangerous to them and can eat gangsters to escape. Except for going they them the gangsters also come to the earth surface along with fair. The warning alarms in Phi's car were ringing while garring at a listens. They discover the monsters are here that can eat them at it. Meanwhile the monsters attack their car on Anatha side. The monsters also attack gangsters' car as well. They eat my time. They were teening the companions of except for with the man Steros through his CAs as gangster DNE Bayan Phi who was eating gangster. He discovers the gangster is in danger. He decides to save him. He tolls all the monsters far while turning his can. He comes to the door while giving the steering to Sasa. Meanwhile the gangster jumps from his car and Phi cath chess him. They save the gangster but their car gets out of control. It collides with the building. There luckily they were saved and come out of their car. Sadly they fell weird when they notice a monster in their car behind. Phi comes out of the building Sasa while holding Sasa. Meanwhile the gangster thsows concrete on the monster but this atoak doesn't aftick the monster. Even the monster was about to attack Hey Gangster. The Gangster also runs behind Phi. The giant M monster is down about to eat three of them. Meanwhile building the surround the monster and start firing at it. The firing has no effect on the monster and throws the soldier a long distance away. The other soldier comes in anger and jumps toward TDS the Minota with etal rad. The soldier comes to the atta site while putting the rad in the monster's mouth. The monster feels pain because of it come from the Hyde statue. In a short the monster was in a lot of pain in the meantime. The other Soldina attacks it with his massive weapon in this manner. The soldiers collectively extinguish the monster Phi, and his companions were seeing this while standing at a distance as the soldieres check Phi and his friends ID. They discover third GRESMYG. GLHERS. The soldiers were about to imprison them and they have a way to escape from the. This is to donate their flying SARS to the soldiers. Later they are shown in a soldier's car suddenly. Their car moves upward and they discover while seeing the giant monsters is engulfing the car. When they have no way to escape, Sasa stands up and touses her car out of the monster's mouth while kiving it. Extra jet energies. Car engines were failed because of these jet energies the car blasts in the air far from the monster's Luckily the team was Savado. They again gathered on the Earth. There wasn't any monster, but there were weird voices. The small creatures come from the huge statue. In a short time those were released by the monster's body. The soldiers were attacking the small creatures. They were ending the creatures. One of the soldiers attacks the huge statue. The statue destroys because of it. It washed beneficial, but they were harmed. Bex all the monster creatures come out fearum at they weren't dead from that attack. They were fighting with these sea creatures as they realize these creatures are in a huge amount and they can't fight with them. The captain makes a plan. A soldier will make them far with his wave kun the other soldiers to leave Phi to the subway station. They agree with his plan. They were doing the same. And the Earth starts showering. A Huck creature like those smaller creatures appears from it. They all get scared for a Ming T Fram. Its aggressive vice the captain asks them to run from there. She bent the creature. As the creature was about to attack her, she saves herself while sliding on the Earth. She again attacks the monster while going to another side. The lieutenant fall far while using its tentacle. It turns and bolds Phi. The monster falls Phi at a far distance while tushing him. TT was about to end him, but then it stops. It is discovered the soldiers have saved him. Everyone was running. While escaping from the monster, one of the soldiers was divesting the monster's attention. The alien attacks BIM in Ange due to ITE. The gun drops from his hand as he moves downside to pick his kun. The alien stabs its tentacle in his body. Everyone was depressed seeing their companion dying. The soldier was asking them to run from there while sacrificing himself. Later they are shown inside the subway station. It is discovered these soldiers are on a special mission. They have made a technology to end the main monster, the monster who has spread the creatures in the whole world. The monster was about to arrive in a short time, so their plan was to end it before it release the creature. The soldiers were depressed. Hesource, their companion, died here. One the soldiers said, "We don't want to continue the mission." He makes Phi responsible for his friend's death. The captain solves their fight. He says, "We have to complete the mission together, so the death of their friend Alat will not be without reason." Fair realizes the situation is getting worse and tells the soldiers the secret path to help them, the path from where he smuggles things. They were going to the Underkarat ND city while passing from the Tamnal. Meanwhile the creatures attack. They reach the Saint underground city and get shocked seeing the monsters have attacked the underground city. The peoples were dead here. While walking they each dead Beatty Otastian. There were some voices from his walkie-talkie. The captain hurriedly picks the walkie-talkie and responds. Freeone in the control center gets shocked that there is someone responding. The captain is told that the monster Kraken will come upside the city within 3 minutes. "We only have 3 minutes to launch our mission." They move towards the weapon station accidentally. Phi and Sapton get separated from their companion NS. Phi and the captain were meanwhile. A monster starts chasing them. They jump from a height. The monster falls down, but they hauled the blocks in front of them. Climbing up they reach the Lanchinta. They discover the grate is locked and the electrical system is also not working. Sasa Air tries to make it fine along with Lieutenant The alien creatures start attacking there. The Saltiers were fighting with the creatures Sasa MGKES. The connection fine as the gangster turns the SOM switch on. The gets current, his hand burns. The gangster wants to open the gate any cost because he also wants to save humanity. He uses his robotic hand for this and moves forward the gate while turning up the lever. The lever falls down and he decides to lift the lever. Eve Ryan will go inside the gate, on Anther's side. The soldier was fighting with the creatures, a creature attacks him before dying. Hey to everyone complete the mission to save the humans as they go. The soldier blasts himself in front their eyes. The present creatures also die. They were depressed on the death of their three companions. That is why Fi, who is the main character of this movie, comes in anger. He says the death to your companions will not be wasted now. We will end Kraken at any cost. We will save this world from its destruction. The captain puts his device in the launch. The device was placed at the same place from where Kraken had to move. They want to end Kraken as it will come with their missile. They get the order from the mission. The ENS will be given to the launch machine. The LIG HTS we've turned on inside a huge laser beam travels to the sky. It was attacking the monster. It was able to end it, but then it stops. Lex Lo Enere Kralken Nas remained alive with a hole in its BLLY. The re about to lose courage by Tyzes. It is not compulsory to end it. Worth a huge quarter to stat from each city. Nere we redirectly to the Kraken's mouth. The dragon can be entered. They need a flying can for this. It will go to the dragon in the sky through the launch. Machine's life. The captain explains his plan to his commander. They just need electricity. They can give it to the launch center. While talking, commander was also ready to take this danger. Now the main character the movie Fi sits inside the car with his weapon. He was flown YP side through the lit s. The Fi was about to reach Kraken while crossing the sea seaches, but his car blasts Buckley. Fi was saved. He moves towards the creature with the weapon through a flying skateboard. As he reaches Kraken, he puts the weapon into its mouth. There was a Bicaraze and it. Kraken dies and the creatures releases from it also end because Braken was there. The Queen was ended. Its creatures were also ended. Everyone was happy because of completing their mission. The people were saved from Kraken's attack. Forever Sasa was worried because she could never see her friend. The scene shits and the people are shown it from many cities. The launch machine huge blashed when shifting from the underground city to the Earth's surface. Sasa was happy at seeing everyone. She was sad because of losing Fi. She goes to the place being sad, where she meets Fi Always. Here it happens that she wasn't expecting. Fi comes into his car and it discovers Fi was saved that day. Now they were getting ready to moor to the Earth's surface. There was a future for them, and the film ends with a glimpse of it.